squeeze me out.
Good. Seeing Devin obviously getting up shots and playing is two different things. What do you do today, if anything?
Yeah, it's his first time doing some on-court basketball work, so we'll see how he responds to that. He's making progress, but we won't know until tomorrow. See how he responds to today's work.
What do you have the status for tomorrow?
I think we're going to listen as doubtful.
Okay. Obviously, if he doesn't play, looking to get him back on the road. So the Cleveland game Monday, and then 2 days in between Boston. Is that stretch that you're thinking he could be back?
Yeah, we'll see. He's day to day, but we're hopeful that he'll be back, sometime during that trip.
When you look at just Boston, Kevin said last night, they have the best starting five in the league. What do you think makes that starting five special?
It starts with the MVP candidate, Jayson Tatum, and not far behind him, Jaylen Brown. It starts with those two guys. Then you got White and Holiday, two of the best perimeter defenders in the NBA. I actually think Tatum and Brown are two great perimeter defenders as well, but compared to those two guys at the guard position, those two are elite, White and Holiday. And then Porzingis just gives them a different dynamic with his size and rim protection at the basket, his ability to shoot threes offensively.
Any update for Josh, Naz, or do you see Damian out there as well?
Just Damian's still a ways away. No change there. And Josh and Naz are making progress. I don't know exactly what they're going to be listed as, but unlikely they play tomorrow.
And when you look at bringing Ish back, I know you had said that you were high on his work ethic and what he brought to the gym. How was it when he was a coach to a couple months in between to be able to bring him back?
No, we're excited to have Ish back. I mean, he's a good player. You know what I mean? And he just helps fill out our depth. If we get depleted, we can someone that we know we can throw in there that knows our system that can give us some quality play. And on top of that, he's a really good culture guy. He's got great leadership skills, great work ethic, and is just good for our overall team group and culture.
Kevin referred to it as like a traditional point guard role that Bradley has more taken on the last couple of games. What does the rim pressure do for you guys in that role to generate the offense?
Yeah, you have somebody that can touch the paint with the shooting that we have around him. It's huge value in that. Huge value. So he's doing both. We said it last night post game. He's quarterbacking and getting us organized, and playing like a true point guard, while also just being an elite paint toucher, and generating offense with his game.
I won't go as far as calling it a blessing in disguise. The book is out, of course, but can this be a confidence boost for Brad when he is on the ball when Book returns to bring this part of his game more consistently?
Somewhat, but we made a switch, a few weeks prior to, I guess, Brad's most recent injury. When they were all three out there together, and Brad was handling the point, and we got Book off the ball and into kill mode. We had one of our best stretches of the year, and it's part of learning your team and seeing how all the pieces fit.
What's the difficulty of adjusting on the fly with the injuries? I mean, you wanted to be top of the West, but now the West is so cluttered. Everything's going on. Minnesota's got Cat out. There's so many things going on. How do you kind of adjust on the fly? It's already March.
You just know that everybody's going through it, and you got to adjust and win as many games as you can with the guys you have available. When you have guys that have to play outside their roles, it's always a challenge. But you challenge them to step up. You try to, just evaluate their strengths and weaknesses, put them in positions to succeed. With the groups that you have available, and like I said, just try to win as many games as you can.
You mentioned Brad being able to get down here. How important is that against Boston, the way they defend the perimeter? They need to be broke down somehow, and him being able to do that, how much can that help the offense in a game like this?
Yeah, it's necessary. You got to touch the paint, and you can do it through action. But they're really good with their switching. So they take you out of a lot of the two-man action if you don't attack it intelligently. Okay, and you can do that, but also in random action, have somebody that can break his man down and get to the paint, is very valuable.
Coach, with the way that Jusuf has been playing since the All-Star break, is there something that you guys told him at the All-Star break that you noticed that he could do better, or was it just him realizing like this is the home stretch, this is what I need to do?
Who are you talking about?
For Jusuf?
Oh yeah. No, Nurkic's just getting better throughout the course of the year. He's gotten better, in his role. and I've grown more confident in putting the ball in his hands and letting those guys play off the basketball. He's got a great relationship with KD with all the back doors he's getting. But playing the DHO game and quarterbacking, he's another guy, that when you look at our team, they say we don't have that true point guard, but he's one of those guys that can bring it up and play point guard, on certain possessions, point center or whatever you want to call it, where he's initiating, and we're getting a lot of that type of action. And I'm more impressed with what he's doing defensively. I think he's really grown with the coverages that we're asking him to be in, attacking everything at the basket. Once or twice a game, he comes swooping in for a monster block and really energizes our whole group and our defense. And what he's doing on the boards is, I don't know if anybody in the league's rebounding the ball as well as him right now.
Coach, I was talking with Kevin and Dad about them being 2 of the 5 left of that 2007 draft class. And
Who are the other 3?
Mike Conley, Jeff Green, and Al Horford.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're the second oldest behind LeBron that are left in the league active. So do you have any memories of being assistant in Indiana at the time, evaluating some of the players from that class, or anything about that draft class that you can point out?
Going into that draft, no, not off the top of my head. I mean, it's a long time ago. I remember those guys coming in. I remember KD, the discussions about Odin and him, and what he was going to become. And I think everybody knew that Greg Oden would have been an elite, center in this league had he stayed healthy. So I think everybody understood it. But I think there are also plenty of the Polynese MJ, comparisons as well, or the Sam Bowie, I guess, right? Sam Bowie, MJ comparisons as well. Was like, it's tough to pass on Kevin Durant, and you saw what he became throughout his career. So that's probably the first thing that comes to mind.
Coach was saying that, and Kevin was saying as well about you being point guard mode, and you had told me after the Denver game you were doing more facilitating. How are you feeling in that space of having to facilitate more and initiate offense more?
I enjoy it. I've embraced the role a lot more. I see that was kind of like a need that we have for the team, is our ability to be able to attack the paint and get in the paint. And I just watching film, like everything has been pebbles, and we just, everything has been great. And we just flow the ball, and you just kind of see how well we're able to just kind of just hop the ball around and generate open threes from it. So it's been pebbles.
I'm curious, when you're looking at Boston, what immediately strikes you in terms of what makes them what they are?
Boston is electric, man. We know it's like, what can't they do? They have size, they have physicality, they have skill, talent, versatility. They're, I think, number 1 rated offense, very top 5 defensively. So I mean, they're the elite of the elite. The number 1 team in the NBA right now. And it starts with Tatum. He's always in attack mode, 3-level scorer. I think Porzingis is a great addition for them. His ability to be versatile, size and space, and shoot over guys, that's very tough to guard. JB's always been a great 2-way guy, and then obviously picking up Drew and D White, they've been playing at all-star levels, and we got our hands full, but it's a good test for us. We love where we're at mentally and physically, collectively as a team. It's been great, but we definitely got a good challenge for us tomorrow.
In this role that you've taken in the last couple of weeks, does your mindset change at all with the role change, or are you playing not the same, but if you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, a little bit, yes and no. I still am attack mode. I still have the mindset of a scorer and still have that ability, but also understand that I have to be able to generate shots for us and get us good quality looks, and find ways to get guys open ones. Find ways to get Kev easy shots, and just generate good offense. We know we can score. We know we're very talented, but we still got to make sure it's flowing, pebbles and smoothly. So we have a really good flow of that and good understanding. Other coaches have given me film to break down and kind of see where we be better at and generate a lot of good shots.
Coach last night credited you getting the team organized. What goes into that when you're bringing the ball up? What goes into making the team organized?
It's just a flow, man. I'm a rhythm guy too, so I understand, everybody, loves to be involved. Everybody loves to get shots. Everybody needs to, have some touches, and you want to reward guys. You want to reward big fella for rebounding. You know, you want to reward guys for working hard. But when I come down, it's obviously, you know, K. I always think K first. Like, where can we get him the ball? Where can we get him the ball? And you know, kind of reading his energy. And if he needs a break, you know, I'll go on attack mode or kind of find Grayson or see what Nurk wants to do. But you know, it's kind of a read at the same time. You know, I have a really good continuity with Nurk and his ability, and trust his ability to be able to pass and play make too. But I think just everybody on the team just having an understanding of spot spacing, I think makes it easier for us to kind of generate the offense we have. And I'm always going to be in attack mode trying to get to the paint.
That's a good first instinct.
Yeah.
How much is pace a part of that? Because I know you mentioned the drive and kick game, but it feels like when you get K the ball and he's hit with a double, it's a lot easier to operate out of that when there's still like 16 on the shot clock as opposed to like 7 or 8.
Pace is a huge part of our game, you know, and I always try to make sure that we're pushing the ball, we're getting into our sets quicker, so we're not up against the clock, you know, 5-10 seconds left on the clock, and you know, K's getting doubled, or we're forced to shoot a bad one, or we turn it over, you know. So I think pace is very important for us. If we get to go up against a unset defense, and you know, generate good shots and a good rhythm like that, you know, it's always good to be able to find some easy ones in transition, find some easy ones without the defense being set. That's always a great sign of pace, and a good sign of us just getting a good flow of the game.
Brett, after games, you dress, you talk to us. What's your process, or do you have a process to kind of come down, kind of just get it out of your system as you go home or when you get home?
I've been better at it as I've gotten older. I mean, I've been in the league 12 years now, so I don't. There's definitely games that still, you know, kind of keep me up at night if, you know, if we lose a tough one, or if I don't, you know, necessarily perform well. But as you have kids, you get older, your body just starts, you know, just kind of wearing on you. So you know, you find your time to get rest, and you're able to get away from it. And I think as a player, it's important. It's a great question too. It's important that you have that balance, or have that time away from hoops. You know, getting your full rest, getting your body used to doing other things besides just basketball, and I think that's good for your body too, and your mental. But for me, it's relax with the fam, play video games, and chill.
If there's something bothering you, will you go back and watch video of it at all, or do you wait for that the next morning?
Honestly, I wait till the next morning. I try not to, especially if I'm already negative in my head. I always try to go to sleep on a positive note. I don't want to just continue to look at negative things or looking at something that was bad. I like some positivity to end my night. So whatever that looks like, you know, whether it's around family or just, you know, changing the subject, getting my mind off hoops, you know, that's kind of where I go to.
Are you a clips guy that watch clips, or do you like to watch stretches?
Clips. I can't watch something. Yeah, it's very tough for me to go back and watch a whole game again like this. I'm like, damn, this is a lot. So I commend coaches and the staff that go back and break down film, and that's tough to do, because it probably re-angers you too, like, because there's probably some things that happen in the game, like, damn, why did that happen? And you go back and watch film, it's like, all right, and you can break it down, go back. I'm good on that. Just send me some clips, and we're gonna make that pebbles.
It's funny you mentioned that, because Chris was the guy that would watch full games, and the correlations there are similar.
Yeah. You drive yourself crazy, man. For real.
That's what I'm saying.
How's your nose feel since the procedure correcting the guy around the All-Star weekend?
My nose feels fine. I still have a little trouble breathing out my right nostril, so you may hear me like whistling through my nose a little bit. But it's been good. It doesn't hurt. See, I'm not playing with the mask, so I'm kind of taking that chance. So.
How are you getting away with that?
I mean, the doc gave me free reign.
Okay.
He's like, you know, your bone is fixed, so that's good. You know, that's going to start fusing together. Septum obviously is still unaligned, but you know, that's an off-season thing, and I mean, he's like, you know, I got hit in the mask and my nose still bled too, so you know, that was kind of my philosophy behind it. I mean, if I get hit, I get hit. You know, just hopefully now it won't be as bad, but you know, kind of taking my chances.
Book mentioned that he immediately thought of his favorite player, Rip Hamilton, and wearing that mask as long as he did after his nose was broken, even after it healed. Can you even fathom what that was like?
Nope. Even I even talked to Rip. I think I seen him after that, and I even told him, I said, I don't know how you did this like for this long, like your whole career. Like I couldn't do that, and it wasn't like mine, like a skinnier, like more made to my face. Like he had the fat, bulky, like plexiglass joint. I'm like, I don't know how he did it, but shit, he made a hell of a career out of doing it. I'll tell you that.
How's your relationship with Jayson developed as your careers have gone on? Maybe not as much mentor-mentee kind of thing as he's developed. What's the
Yeah, that's
relationship
out the
like?
door. He's
Yeah.
shit. No, it's been great, man. I'm beyond proud of him and just where he's taken his game and just his mentality with it, and he's being more confident in that role and trying to be the next face of the league. And that's something I've always told him since he was a kid. Like that's possible for you. Like go take that. So it's always exciting to just see his growth every single year, man. He gets better and better, he's bigger and stronger. Um, he's on every commercial that you see on TV. So I mean, I'm beyond proud of him, man. Both coming from the same city, same neighborhood, essentially, and school, everything. Like we definitely grew up one and the same, and to see his journey has been is I think I'm more happy than he is probably, but it's been a joy to see.
How important is it to have Grayson get hot early to take that scoring load pressure off of you, and so that way you can close games just like you helped KD do in Denver and even last night?
It makes it easy, man. His ability to shoot, we love it, man, and we need it. Uh, we just need him to just don't think about nothing else. Don't even look to pass. Shoot the damn ball. Like he's shooting at a very high level, um, and it's our job to try to find him for sure. And like you said, he makes our life easier. Gets our flow going. Makes defenses have to respect him, and makes driving lanes open. Guys don't want to help as much anymore, so it helps. It helps.
Thanks, Brad.